Hello everyone and welcome to the Fluent Pro webinar. Our today's topic is why migrate to project online and how to do it 60% faster. My name is Alona Ganchar and I'm a Services Director at Fluent Pro. And today we will talk about what Project Online is, what are the core benefits of Project Online as a PPM system, why to migrate to Project Online, and what is the key to a faster migration, and how this can be achieved with a product from Fluent Pro called Fluent Books. If for some reason you get distracted or pulled away, there is no need to worry. This webinar is being recorded and the recording will become available sometime tomorrow. Our company, Fluent Pro Software Corporation, is a Microsoft Gold partner and we specialize on the PPM. We help companies implement and improve their management practices with Microsoft Project Server and Microsoft Project Online. Our primary focus is developing software products for managing Microsoft Project Online, and that includes management, migration, business intelligence, and data visualization, as well as integrations for Microsoft PPM platform. We have several lines of products available, and today we will focus on one of our main products that is called FluentPro FluentBooks. This is a solution for data migration and configuration management. If we take a look at Fluent Pro products, they can be split into two distinct categories. The first category is for implementation and migration cycle. When you are new to the cloud or new to the Microsoft PPM platform, Fluent Pro has several products that could help you start working with Project Online. It's Fluent Books, which is the migration tool, Fluent Pro PMO, which is a quick start configuration for your Project Online PWA, and Fluent Pro Financials. This is an app for Project Online that delivers financial categorization, analytics, estimates, and reporting. At some point, when you're up and running, your environment goes to operational cycle. And here, Fluent Pro can also offer several products. Among them is Fluent Pro J Suite, a product for backup and restore of Project Online data, which includes PWA configuration, including custom fields, lookup tables, resource pool, your project plans and project plan templates, and SharePoint sites, main PWA site, and project sites. And also, this product can be used for configuration management and data migration between PWAs within the same tenant. For example, if you have production PWA and sandbox or dev PWA, and you need to migrate data between these instances. Fluent Pro Data Mart. This is a product for data visualization and reporting. Also, we have Audit Manager, which is an app for Project Online that allows tracking different events that happen in your Project Online PWA instance, such as creation or modification and deletion of entities. And Fluent Pro Integration Hub, that is a solution that allows connecting and synchronizing project data to and from multiple systems, such as Microsoft Project Online, Jira, Office 365 Planner, Azure DevOps, ServiceNow, Salesforce, and other systems. This helps with establishing a unified PPM framework in your organization. But today we are going to talk about Project Online. What is Project Online? It's a flexible cloud-based solution for project and portfolio management delivered by Microsoft, and it is delivered through Office 365 and designed for people who need full project management capabilities on their desktop, as well as work online from virtually anywhere on almost any device. Project Online enables organizations to get started, prioritize project portfolio investments, and deliver the intended business value. Project Online can be used by administrators, portfolio managers and viewers, project and resource managers, as well as team leads and members of the team. So what are the Project Online core benefits? As a cloud-based solution, Project Online reduces infrastructure costs and increases scalability. With Project Online, you don't have to invest in upfront infrastructure, maintenance, and ongoing upgrades. Instead, you get easy deployment, flexible service plans, and predictable monthly costs. As your organization grows and adds more projects or locations, your subscriptions can be easily expanded. As part of the Office 365 platform, Project Online provides native integration with Microsoft Office, SharePoint, OneDrive for Business, Microsoft Exchange, and Power BI. It enables organizations to mature their project management practices and increases customer satisfaction by improving on-time delivery. Advanced features of Project Online, such as portfolio management and analysis, can be used by steering committees and PMOs in larger enterprises for planning their strategic programs and projects. Decision-making tools such as summary views and timelines in PWA help users make insights and better decisions across a collection of projects, a particular program, or a portfolio. So why to migrate to Project Online? The answer is simple: to benefit from capabilities of a robust cloud-based solution with which you get easy and quick setup that doesn't require provisioning of a complex infrastructure and maintaining this infrastructure in future, more frequent releases of new features and bug fixes, automatic updates without necessity to go through the upgrade or migration. Basically, if you go to Project Online, this most likely will be your last migration that needs to be done. Also, you get a reliable platform with 99.9% uptime guarantee, data centers that are available worldwide, and layered security. Shared infrastructure of Project Online can be scaled and expanded as the organization grows, instead of upfront investments on the complex infrastructure. Also, with Project Online, you get simplified licensing that helps meet your organization needs for project and work management. After migration, there will be pretty low costs to maintain your Project Online instances. What is the way to do the migration faster? Like, first option of migration is like manual migration, when you set up your configuration in the PWA and manually move your data, like resave your projects and publish them into Project Online. But automation is the key to a faster migration. And by automating the migration process, you can reduce the migration time that is necessary and transition period significantly. Automation provides a predictable quality of the migration outcome and reduces the chance of human errors. It improves robustness and consistency of migration process and also reduces direct labor costs and expenses. What Fluent Pro can propose is the Fluent Books, which is a unique migration and configuration management software solution that was created for Microsoft Project Server and Project Online. With Fluent Books, you will get an easy and accurate migration to Project Online that automates your work and gives you full control over the migration process. Also, it gives you high speed and safety of your data. There are several items that Fluent Books provides you, and first of them is automation and speed. There is no need to spend hours on manual work when moving PWA data and making sure that everything is correct. By automating your project online migration, you could save up to 60% of your time and avoid human errors. Also, your data is secure during the migration process. Fluent Books is a desktop application that you install on your machine or several machines, which can be physical or virtual. So when you use the software, your data will be saved locally, including PWA configuration data, SharePoint content, projects, log files, etc. And during the migration, all the data transfers are encrypted with the latest TLS protocol. Fluent Books provides capability of full data migration, which includes not just SharePoint content, but all of your data, like PWA configuration, including custom fields, lookups, resource pool, security, project plans, and project sites. Also, timesheet migration is also available as a service. Besides data migration, Fluent Books provides features for configuration management that helps to reduce or even eliminate the manual work in your PWA configuration management administrations process. Fluent Books has several wizards that could be used for managing and administering your PWA. And among them is PWA documentation, bulk edits like resources bulk edit and projects bulk edit, comparison wizards that would allow you to compare your PWA configuration, project plans, and project sites between two PWAs or between your local copies of the data and PWA. Also, Fluent Books supports different migration scenarios. First of all, Fluent Books supports migrating from any edition of Microsoft Project Server on premises like 2010, 2013, 2016, and 2019 to Microsoft Project Online. Also, with Fluent Books, you could migrate between different Project Online tenants. For example, if your organization needs to move from one tenant to another, Fluent Books is able to assist you with that. And even migration from non-Microsoft PPM systems to Project Online. This requires a separate module and extraction of data from a non-Microsoft PPM system into Excel. And then Fluent Books will be able to process this Excel file, create special packages that later could be uploaded into Project Online. So what is the value proposed by Fluent Books to your organization? First of all, it's up to 6% faster migration and months of time saved. It's significant cost saving and fewer errors during the migration due to an automated process. Fluent Books eliminates manual and boring repetitive work from PWA administrators' routine. Fluent Books can assist with identification of potential conflicts and errors prior to an actual migration. It will require much less time spent on bulk edit operations, like if you need to bulk edit your projects or resources or lookup tables. And also Fluent Books will provide enhanced configuration change management processes for your organization. Here on the screen, you can see the set of wizards that are used during migration. So first part of wizards, they are used to download of the data from the source PWA. Each part of data is being downloaded using separate wizard, and this data will be either saved to a workspace if it's PWA configuration or SharePoint sites, or to FPP packages if you download projects. And FPP package includes MPP file with the project itself, and also several XML files to migrate the extra data that doesn't get saved into the MPP file itself. Also, there is a wizard called Publish Projects that during migration is used to bulk publish projects prior to the download. And once the migration is done, and when you use Fluent Books for administration purposes, Publish Projects can help you to do the bulk publish of the projects in the PWA if there is a necessity to do so. The other set of wizards will be used to upload the data to the target PWA and also to validate the migration results. So upload of the data also is performed in a certain sequence. First of all, configuration is being uploaded to the PWA. After the upload, comparison wizard can be used to validate the data migration results. It is possible to compare the data in the workspace with the data in the PWA, as well as to compare configuration between two PWAs directly, your source PWA and your target one. The next step is to upload projects from the FPP files, and this is also done using Fluent Books with interaction with Project Professional. After the projects are uploaded, there is a wizard that would help you to compare the uploaded data and to check that everything is correct. After projects are in, the next step is to upload SharePoint sites and connect them to your projects. And also there is a wizard that would help you to compare the SharePoint sites and to verify that migration went successfully. So based on our experience of migrations as a service and also assisting customers with their migrations, we suggest the following sequence of migration phases and activities. First phase is pre-migration activities. This is when you set up your migration environment. This either will be virtual machines for migration or physical machines, and we suggest using dedicated machines for the migration, not the ones that you use for your daily work. And this is because when Fluent Books performs publish of projects or download or upload of projects, Fluent Books interacts with Project Professional for these activities. And during this interaction, Fluent Books will grab your focus and actually will not allow you to do any other work on the machine. That's why a dedicated machine is the preferable choice. Also, during this phase, you would check the access to the source and target PWAs, like how Fluent Books can connect to these PWAs. And the connection is done using migration accounts. This can be a dedicated service accounts or like your account if you're an administrator. The important note here is that migration account should have a specific set of permissions in both PWAs, in the source and target. Migration account or accounts, if you use several of them, should be added to PWA administrators group and also to the site collection administrators. These permissions are required in order to ensure that Fluent Books has access to all the data that needs to be downloaded, and also has enough permissions in the target PWA to upload this data to create the items that are being uploaded, like projects or project sites. If there are not enough permissions, then you will see the errors in the log file that some permissions are limited and the data couldn't be uploaded. So to prevent such errors, migration account needs to be added to two groups: PWA administrators and site collection administrators. Also, virtual machine setup includes installing additional applications that will be used in migration. So Fluent Books and Project Professional. Then we also use Microsoft Excel to work with account and resource mapping files, with comparison reports, with summary reports that Fluent Books produces. Once the pre-migration activities are done, everything is set up and ready to start the migration. The first phase to do is a test migration. This is a migration to the test PWA in the target tenant. There are several steps that are included into this phase. First, we start with publishing projects in the source production PWA. This publish can be either done by project managers, but Fluent Books also provides a special wizard called Publish Projects that would assist with bulk publish. This publish is being done through Project Professional, like Project Online Desktop Client, and it's the same as you would publish your project yourself in this desktop client application, but just automated. Publish of projects should be done prior to download, and this helps to improve the integrity of migrated data. After the publish of projects is done, the next step is to download data from the source production PWA into local files. PWA configuration will be downloaded into Fluent Books workspace. Also, project plans and project plan templates will be downloaded into FPP packages. For each project, a separate FPP package will be created. Project sites and root PWA site will also be downloaded into Fluent Books workspaces. There are two options for downloading SharePoint content. They can either be downloaded into one workspace if your migration scope is like pretty small, but if you have like more than 100 even I'd say more than 50 project size, especially if their size is pretty large, there is an option to download them into separate workspaces. And usually when we do migration as a service, we use this second option. Also, if timesheets are in scope of the migration and timesheets can be migrated as a service by Fluent Pro team, these timesheets will also be downloaded into Fluent Books workspace. Usually for the test migration, we do not migrate the whole scope of timesheets, but we migrate like either 2 months of timesheets or half a year of timesheets just to test the reporting to check how timesheets were migrated. With the rest of the data, with PWA configuration and projects and project sites, for the test migration, we migrate the whole volume because this is not to test the like how Fluent Books works, but it's also to test the data, how it is migrated, and like the quality of the data. If there are any issues that can occur during this data migration, it is always better to catch them during test migration and address or mitigate before you're going to production migration, when the time is limited and you really do not have time to spend on addressing these issues. Once the data is downloaded from the source PWA into local files, the next step is to upload this data to the target test PWA configuration first. During this step, you will also upload your resources and set user logon accounts for those resources who will need to have capability of logging on to the PWA after the migration. This process of resource upload includes account mapping that is being done, and Fluent Books will change the source logon account that was set for the resource in your source PWA. It will change it to the new logon account that was created in your target tenant. Then after configuration is uploaded and verified that everything is correct, then projects can be uploaded and verified, and project sites. And I don't have timesheets included here, but timesheets are uploaded once the projects are uploaded to the system. They can be either uploaded in parallel with project sites or uploaded after project sites. Of course, each step of the upload includes verification and validation of the migrated data. We do not recommend proceeding to the next step if something is wrong with the previous one, because it is always easier to correct the issues before you have all set of data uploaded, and especially in case you need to re-upload some part of the data. Once the test migration is done, the test environment is ready for user acceptance testing, and we recommend to engage users with different roles in the PWA so that they can evaluate different parts of data and having different permissions. So the more roles, the better. Once the test migration is completed and any issues, if there were any, are resolved, it's time to plan for production. One more reason to do the test migration is that during this phase, you will get an understanding of how much time is required to download your data from the source PWA and how much time is required to upload this data and to verify it. Based on our experience of migrations, we have common understanding of how much it usually takes to download or upload different parts of data. But each environment and each data is can be special in some aspects, and in some environments it could take a bit longer to download the data, especially if you have complex projects with a large number of tasks and assignments, or if you have master projects which are basically projects that include several projects inside. This could take longer to upload. So these measurements that you get during test migration can be used to perform more accurate and precise planning when you do the production migration. The production migration as a separate phase is done into your target production PWA. It should be a separate PWA, not the same one that you used for test migration. This will be the PWA that your users will be using once you go live with the new tenant. During production migration, the very same set of steps will be performed, and the start is to publish projects in the source production PWA, then to download the data, your PWA configuration, your projects and project sites, and then upload this data into production PWA, and of course verify how the data was migrated. There are two options, two ways to perform production migration, and it actually depends on your scope of migration and on how many days you can freeze, for how many days you can freeze your source PWA and like ask users to wait and not to use the PWA data. If your scope is relatively small and like if you can allocate, for example, a weekend or 4 days for the migration, then production migration can be done as a single phase without remigrating modifications. In this case, source PWA will be freezed for the whole duration of production migration. And once this phase is completed and verified, users will just switch to the production PWA in target tenant and will continue working there. If the scope of migration is pretty large and like it is not reasonable to freeze the whole source PWA for the whole duration of the production migration, there is an option to do the main production migration first without freezing the source PWA. So users will keep working with the PWA in the source while you're migrating the main data to your production PWA in target. Once this phase is completed, there will be an additional phase that is called remigration or of modifications. And during this phase, those projects, resources, and project sites that were modified while the main production migration was going, these modifications will be remigrated and added to the production PWA in target. So with resources, they will need to be downloaded from the source PWA and uploaded to the target one, and Fluent Books will update the data in these resources. Same with projects. Projects will be published first, then downloaded, and while uploading the projects to the target PWA, those projects that were already migrated, they will be completely overwritten by the newer version. Unfortunately, with projects, there is no option to do a granular update of the project. The project will have to be remigrated completely if it was modified while production migration was in progress. With project sites, it is a bit different. With project sites, it is possible to download only modifications that were done during production migration. So if there are any items that were added or modified while production migration was in progress, they will be downloaded into workspaces and then uploaded to production PWA. If timesheets are in scope of the migration and like it's up to the customer to decide whether they want to migrate timesheets or even if they use timesheets in their PWA. So if timesheets are in the scope of the migration, part of the timesheets will be migrated during this freeze period, as many timesheets as the freeze window allows. But usually, if there are many timesheets to migrate, if there are many users who use timesheets, we usually perform timesheets migration post go live. It is done in batches, like timesheets volume is split into batches, and these uploads are usually performed during the weekends when users are not working with the PWA, with the system. The reason behind that is that during timesheets upload, Fluent Books alters several timesheet settings, and single entry mode and pre-population mode is among them. So when timesheets upload is in progress, it is not possible, basically. It is possible for users to use timesheets, but the updates that were added to the timesheets, they will not go to the projects because of the single entry mode being turned off. So Once the timesheets are uploaded and the migration results are verified, the target production PWA is fully ready for the users to work with. So Fluent Pro offers 4 flat price complete migration packages at special prices. If your migration scope is can be fit into one of these packages, like 100 projects and sites, and each of the packages also includes PW configuration, of course. So 100 projects and sites, 200, 400, and 500 projects and sites. If your migration scope fits one of these packages and you would like to purchase such migration, please contact our sales team at sales@fluentpro.com. Such migration is performed as a service by Fluent Pro migration team, and we have experience of more than 100 of managed migrations. Customers can also purchase Fluent Pro FluentBooks for migration with premium support package. This option is for do-it-yourself migration scenarios, and with Fluent Books, you will also be able to migrate your PW configuration, your projects, and SharePoint content. And with this option, you will get Fluent Books subscription, training on how to use Fluent Books for migration and for administration, and also you will get support from our team during your migration process. And with Fluent Books for Migration subscription, premium support package is mandatory. In addition to Fluent Books subscription, you will get a 1-year subscription for G Suite, which is configuration management and disaster recovery solution. And with this subscription, you will have an ability to backup and restore for up to 100 projects. Do-it-yourself migration scenario does not include timesheet migration capabilities. If there is necessity to migrate timesheets as well, please contact our sales team, and we will be happy to provide you timesheet migration as a service. So if you would like to get a free migration evaluation, please contact Fluent Pro team. And this evaluation includes free configuration and data analysis, free sizing and timing estimation, and migration project plan. Also, all migrations as a service include 1-year subscription for Fluent Books for 2 PWAs in your target tenant, and Fluent Books is licensed based on your target PWAs. You are able to download from as many source PWAs as necessary, but you will be able to upload only to those PWAs that are included in your license. Also, with this package, you will get a G Suite for your 2 target PWAs with capability to back up for up to 250 projects. Please feel free to reach out to us using the contact information that you see on the screen, and we will schedule the next steps. If you have any questions about your migration, please also contact us, and we are here to help. A recording of the webinar will become available tomorrow, and the link will be sent to you. Thank you for your time today, and have a great day. Goodbye.